The adventure update! Hello, Minecrafters! This is going to be a trickling information about the adventure update for Minecraft. I'll read what Notch had tweeted. There will be many pictures on 1.8 in this video. It's going to be totally loaded. Hope you guys enjoy and stick around. Since 1.8 is a significant time away, we're going to have to stop being as secretive. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get something up. We're going to be as secretive about it as we have. We'll provide information about it as we go, but we'll keep additional actual details secret. So, for example, we could say adding 2 new colors without saying which ones, or testing experience and leveling to see if it's fun without giving any details on exactly how it works. The update is pretty big, and will change a lot of how Minecraft is played, focusing on making exploration and combat more rewarding, and bringing in a bigger sense of adventure to the game. Already implemented are new complex terrain features, at least one new mob, some interesting new combat mechanics, a new lighting engine, and some experimental new gameplay ideas. I come to more interesting farming, bigger incentives to explore in NPC villages. That's the end of that tab. Here is an example of a mushroom biodome. The mushrooms are around in the soggy-looking estate of themselves. There is at least 3 brown mushrooms we see in this, and it seems like we will be able to make some probably some more mushroom stew. Just like the other mushrooms that we find are many in this biodome, there is plenty of them. We're going to go to the next slide, which is a town with mushrooms. The town with mushrooms is very scattered. The mushrooms are everywhere. There's actually only 2 of them, and there is ruins everywhere. You can tell by the mossy cobblestone. You can expect mossy items to actually spread their moss, but not to grass. You don't want mossy dirt. You do not want fungi. That will probably be a success in helping the fungi growing. That is just a theory by me and held by me. And you can tell that there is an entire village, obviously, and that every single one of them has a brim of some mossy cobblestone. As of now, we have no idea what is inside these houses, and there seems to be a ravine in the distance to a far tree, not all the way that far. That's big. It seems there. To the next segment is the ruins. Sorry for the loud intro. This is the ruins. There seems to be half slabs, broken slabs, cracked slabs, and there seems to be mossy slabs. I'm short on time, so I'm speaking as fast as I friggin' can. So you can see that there are sort of pillars that act as temples. There might be a ravine under this temple. As of now, we have no idea. He just gave us a picture. And now, next slide. Here's an underground ravine from top view. There seems to be some sort of vines in there, and you can see a zombie and a door. It seems that this seems to be a tomb. I suggest that this is under the ruins. Just a guess, it's not. And this is actually going to be new. I think this is a dungeon, a temple dungeon. We are going to go to the next slide, which is going to be actually another ravine, the exact same ravine it seems, but it's a bit darker. It looks more calming, and it brings out the nice new lighting system, the orangey texture for light and the blue texture for nighttime. The blue does not show up in this picture. It will not show up in any other picture. If you want to see, go to Notch's Twitter account. This is the silverfish. I had a little pause so you guys can see it. This is the silverfish skin made by Notch. Some awesome kid created a model of the skin. Silverfish are known to eat wood in real life. Wood-based materials and paper materials. They might be eating bookcases or wooden houses. So now I'm going to show you the model. This model is made by a kid who knows his stuff in the modeling business. Give him a round of applause. Yeah. This is a model created by him. I do not expect the tiny arms, though. I expect something a little bit bigger. But since he's adding these little half-slab stuff, I think it might be legit. Let's see. Next. Bum, bum, bum. Here's a diagram I have created. Most of the basics of the game is in place, so it's time to flesh this game out into something more gamey. More content, more exploration, more things to do, and interesting combat. Once this update is out, there will be only some tweaks, optimizations, and code cleanups left to core game. This is made by Notch, We can call it a full release. We got a list of 40 plus things we want to add to the game. What the fuck? Some small, some big, some huge. That's what she said. We're finished a fair number of items, that there's still a significant amount of work left. While I can't reveal the update yet, for various reasons, we do have a release date for the adventure update in mind, and we're hoping we're able to hit it. Jens and I are keeping the exact contents of the update secret, but we do leak some information every now and then to keep people interested or stimulated to stop us from going insane. For most intimate spoilers, you can follow us on Twitter by Notch or Jeb, or on Google plus Marcus Person and plus Jen Bergenstein. Here are a few things we revealed so far: NPC villages, randomly generated dungeons, new biodome code, fully working creative mode, critical hits, sprinting, more farming options. As soon as I can reveal that release update we're aiming for, I will. Oh, and modding support is happening. Honest. Like the modding API. Awesome. What is this? Cooked chicken and raw chicken. When you kill a chicken, you get some chicken meat, as opposed right here in this little teeny weeny picture. This picture shows the food that is added in. This is only a few food. Jeb said that he added 5 food. It's probably more farming, more cooking, more killing, probably some beef. Who knows? We got some beef there. Let's go to the next. Here's something awesome. An awesome picture. The 500 plus height limit. Except that Notch had to get some help with coding the height limit with another person. This is not the exact coding, and as you can see, there's experience, there's a hunger, there's fatigue. You will need to eat. There will be a separate mode that you'll have, that where you eat, and like always, there will be a fatigue, that hunger option that you could turn on, and there was an experience bar where you level up. Once you level up, there'll probably be more fighting mechanics where you could get critical hits and super punch, like Mr. Crane always says. Boom! That is awesome. That's an awesome picture. That looks awesome. Imagine that if it was true. It's not really, but it's going to be hard to get to bedrock. As y'all guys know, slimes spawn 0 to 16. He's probably going to edit that. Here's a picture I created for the slide. This is all about melons. As far as I've heard, there will be melons in Minecraft. I heard they will have a stem to grow more melons. The same rule will apply to pumpkins, which appear once in a while. So they will spread like in the picture. Meanwhile, in Minecraft, so you'll see a lot more pumpkins and melons growing. So you can probably make a melon farm or a pumpkin farm. This can be a new food item, the melons, like watermelon. You can just chop it up. So, next slide, okay? Next slide. Notch had made us go on a wild goose chase to get this picture. This is actually creative mode flying. There will be limited flying in creative mode, as far as I know right now. I'm not sure this is going to be in 1.8, but it is confirmed from Notch's Twitter account. So there will be flying in 1.8. Here is a new item. It's called screens. These are made of glass. You'll probably have a recipe. There seems to be glass corners also. There seems to be one, so they'll probably turn like fences and react like other fences do and create glass screens. Jeb is working on translucent glass. If you don't know what that is, it makes it look like that it's all one piece of glass, not just multiple pieces of glass, like the lines on every single block. So these are screens for 1.8. Here's a picture of a boss in Terraria. Notch had spoken about it, that he will add bosses more like Terraria did. So you might have to make something to summon a monster. This is the Eye of Cthulhu in Terraria. So he is going to probably add bosses in the same way, a little bit like how Terraria did. He informed Terraria Blue on Twitter You can both follow them on their Twitter accounts in twitter.com. And so expect bosses. There's going to be at least, I think 4 new mobs. Here is a little thing I created for this slideshow. It says new launcher options. Maybe a create backup option, an optimal option for integrated graphics. Maybe you can choose the amount of RAM you want allocated to the game. Probably that, or a starvation method. This all might be able to be changed inside the game itself. So expect that. So yeah, that's cool. New options. Here's a magnificently created dragon that somebody had made, and it's awesome. This might be the new scary mob that Notch said. It's probably going to be a boss for the ruins and the new dungeons and temples. It's probably going to be a lot smaller, and if it is a mount, the dragon will probably go slower and flying. But Jeb said that he doesn't like the idea of it being a mount. He didn't like the dragons, but there might be a dragon in there in 1.8. Here's a picture of magenta and green glasses. There might be a new 3D option instead of red and blue. Now it's going to be like pink and green, black and white. We'll see about it. He mentioned that, but this is just a guess. This is just from what I know. It might be in 1.8, might not. See ya. Here's a bow and an arrow. There might be mechanics and new animations for Minecraft, like the bow reloading mechanic, the monster mechanics, how they attack. They're actually all going to have an animation. So will you when you fight. And there's also going to be bow mechanics, so you can't just... Here's a picture of some real-life cocoa beans. Jeb might be adding some cocoa bean trees where you can plant the cocoa beans you find in dungeons. So you can plant cocoa beans trees and make more cookies for your friends. And there might also be apple trees where you could plant apple seeds and be Johnny Appleseed with those apples. I have no idea if he's going to add that where you could plant apples. I hope so. So expect more farming methods and have fun with your friends and farming. New farming options. Here's something called iron bars that you can see it in that little corner. It seems to be that it will keep something in, and you might need to key or something, or you might need to just like break through it. So it's going to be like iron bars. The names are not confirmed as of now. This might be added. You see it in the picture with the circle right there. This is all I know about the adventure update. I hope you guys enjoyed. As of now, the date, I will put it in the video so you know. This might be my only update video. It depends how much stuff Notch and Jeb